everyone, welcome to the first vlog of the month of April. Those of you who watched my TBR for the month of April know that I have a ton of books to read. So I decided I was going to try to vlog for the month of April. It did not start out well. It is currently April 3rd, and the reason I am starting vlogging now is because I tried to vlog on April 1st, which was a Monday, and I realized that my SD card had somehow messed up. I'm really not sure what happened there. Like, it just wouldn't let me record anymore, and then I tried like reformatting it, and then when I did get to a format that I could record on, then it was saying that there was no video actually available on my SD card when I was trying to like transfer it over to my like external hard drive. It was just kind of a mess, and so I had to get a new SD card. So here we are, starting on April 3rd. Love that the 1 month I decide I'm going to actually vlog my month does not go smoothly. So here we are on April 3rd. It is a Wednesday, and this is actually my only day that I have off from work this week. I technically did have Sunday off too, but that was March 31st, so it doesn't really count as a day off in my April week. So this is my only day I have off. I worked Monday and Tuesday, and I am off today, and I will be working Thursday and Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So I have a stretch of work days coming up, which I'm not mad about. I have just finished school, and I am still just working as needed. We call it PRN at the job that I was at all through school. So I am trying to like pick up a decent amount of shifts while I am on this like kind of in between time where I haven't started a new job as a nurse practitioner, and I still have this job just because I don't really know what I want to do. I'm just kind of figuring things out right now. So that's inside out. So yeah, that is what I have going on. I probably won't have too much reading time this week, unfortunately. But hopefully I'll be able to get some reading done, and I'm going to be trying to like get chores and things done today. I'm obviously doing laundry, so that is the first chore that I have that I'm going to get started working on, but I also want to like, do some basic things like cleaning the kitchen, and I want to work out today, and then of course I want to get some reading done as well. I decided that the book I'm going to start the month off with is Nightfall by Shannon Messenger. I could be totally wrong on that name, but I think that's the author. And I thought it would just be a good one because I can just pretty much listen to the audiobook. I do have the physical book if I do want to, but since I am trying to get a lot of like chores done today, I thought it might be good to start off with one that was an audiobook that I don't think will take too much effort, like paying attention to it. You know what I mean? Some are just like a little bit harder than others, and that one I think I could just kind of listen to while I'm doing things, and it wouldn't be too stressful for me. So that is what I am going to be doing. I'll update you as I move through the book. Hopefully I make it through a decent amount of the book. I know it is the 3rd, but I honestly have like not started like anything yet. I worked the last 2 days, and the first day was pretty good, but yesterday was a little bit stressful for me, so I just wasn't as on top of my reading game as I would have liked to be. But we are going to change all of that today, so hopefully I get through a decent amount of this book today. I would love to be able to get through like half this book today, but we'll see how that goes. Okay, it is still Wednesday. Obviously, I'm still wearing the same clothes, and it is now around 4 p.m. and I've gotten a decent amount done today. I feel like I've been kind of like moderately productive, honestly. Laundry is almost all done. I'm just waiting for the last dryer load. You may be able to hear the dryer right now. I don't know. And I went and found, someone asked to borrow a book, so I had to go and find the dust jacket for it. Oh, there's the dryer. I don't know if you can hear the music, but it has a little like bells type song that it plays when it's done. So I'll have to go grab that. But yeah, I had to go and find the cover because it was one of the books that was on my golden gold to black bookshelf upstairs, and so I went in the tub where I keep all the covers and pulled that out, and while I was doing that, I found another tub in there that was full of bags that I just have not used so many of them in so long, like backpacks or totes or things like that. And so I went through that and got rid of quite a few of those. And so yeah, it was pretty good. And I did actually end up being able to listen to a good chunk of it. I grabbed the physical copy just so I could hold it up and show you. This is what book I am reading right now, but I am actually listening to it on audiobook. I haven't read any of it physically yet. And at the moment, I am currently on chapter 30. So let me see where that's at in the book. Around here. So I've actually made a pretty good chunk. I'm somewhere around page 300. So I don't know. I feel like that's actually some really good progress for the day. And so far, the thing is, I don't absolutely love this series. I think it is fine. I think it is very middle grade, right? The way it's written, the way the characters are is very much middle grade. I feel like there are some middle grade books that I have enjoyed more than others. I find it kind of strange that it seems like the children are so much significantly more powerful than the adults in their different talents, where I know in a lot of middle grade books, the kids do a lot, but I feel like in some, like, I'm just trying to think back to the ones I've read, and I feel like Harry Potter, for example, the children weren't more powerful than the adults, right? Like they didn't have more skills and more power than the adults, which felt more realistic than in this one, where it seemed like the kids had all of the talent and skills, which is kind of bizarre because I think they're like 14. But also, like, some of the writing is just kind of funny. Like, she said twice already in this book that Sophie let out a breath she didn't know she was holding. Twice. Do you know how often that is used in YA or young books? It's so insane that people make fun of it consistently. And I can't hear it now without thinking about that. And it almost makes me feel like the book drops, in my opinion, when I see that line, because it is just so cliche. I'm trying to see when this was written. 2017. Was this such a cliche by that time, or am I just reading it enough years later that I'm seeing the cliche that was created during that time now? I'll have to give a little bit of benefit of the doubt on that one. But it does have a lot going on. I do feel that these books have a lot of really slow parts where our characters are just kind of talking about the things that are happening and kind of figuring things out, but in a less interesting way. Like, I feel like when they're just talking, it's less interesting than like some other books where we're just sitting with characters. But we've kind of gotten to a part where we're moving a little bit more, things are happening. So yeah. I will, of course, continue on with it. It seems like it's going by fairly quickly. I am guessing I'll be to halfway by the time the day is over, because this is about an 800-page book, and I'm around page 300. So I should be getting to about 400, I feel, by the time today's over. So yeah, that's my update on my day and my reading. So I went to Costco and had to, of course, check out their book selection. I found this golf romance, and my husband loves golf, so I had to pick this up. And then I also finally found Happy Place. It is now out in paperback. I'm so excited because all my other Emily Henry books are in paperback, so I had to wait to get this one in paperback to match. And then there were a lot of other books there as well. A lot of good selection, but those are the two I decided to pick up. Then I went home, had this delicious dinner, and watched a little bit of Young Sheldon. Okay, it is now Friday. I have not filmed in a day. Actually, it felt like it's been longer than a day. It's Friday now, and I just got home from work. The work outfit. Can't really see it too well. And I got home late. I got off like 2 hours late because I was trying to figure out this little hot mess of a thing that happened with trying to get this formula for a patient. And that was fun. So I did get off pretty late, and I have not gotten hardly any reading done since the last time that I updated you. I am over halfway done with Nightfall, which I am liking it okay. I feel like I'm moderately invested in it, and it's pretty much what I expected going in. So I'm not mad about that. But I am feeling like I am falling behind on my reading. I have so many books that I need to read this month, and I'm falling behind because so many of them are so long. So I'm really hoping that on the weeks that I don't have as much work to do, I'll be able to get more done. So I think tonight my husband and I are going to watch the Final Four women's NCAA basketball games. So I think we have North Carolina and whoever they're playing. South Carolina maybe? I don't know. I think that's actually who it is. And then Iowa and Yukon, I believe, is the other game. I'm more excited for the Iowa one because Caitlin Clark is so much fun. So that is what I'm going to be doing this evening, and I'll probably read through the games and just kind of like watch them off and on because I can do both of those and it'll be fine. So that's kind of my plan for this evening. So I might update you guys afterwards and I might not. We'll see. Okay, I have been a little bit bad about filming for the last couple days, so it is now Monday, and I am here about to log into work for the day, so it is pretty early in the morning. For my job, those of you who don't know, currently I am working PRN, which is like as needed. Like if there's holes, I fill in the holes. I don't have like a set place that I work. As a case manager for a hospital, and the way my hospital works I'm a nurse case manager, and mostly what I'm focused on is discharge planning. So I will help set patients up with anything they might need after discharge, like if they need to go on home on any IV medications, or if they need wheelchairs or chest tubes or things like that, then I will help to set those things up, make sure that they have everything they need and they have a safe discharge for them. I know some hospitals do their case management where like social work and nurse case managers do like the same things, but that's not how it works at my hospital. So I will be doing that today throughout the day, but there are some downtimes. A lot of times you'll have downtime a little bit when I'm like waiting for orders to get signed, or when I am waiting for different companies to let me know whether they can accept, or when I'm waiting for callbacks or stuff. So I'm probably a little more information than y'all wanted on my job. But I really like that I have this job right now because I like that I can work from home and from the office because I have been keeping working this job while I have been doing my schooling. So I've been able to continue doing that while doing my schooling. So it's been really nice for me. And I know that I'm really lucky in that case that I'm able to keep a job that I can just work as much or as little as I want to while I'm in school. So yeah, that's something that I really do like, and I feel that I'm really lucky in that case that I'm able to do that. But I am kind of set up with my coffee for the morning. Got my mug. I have my breakfast. I'm having a banana with peanut butter. I usually have apples with peanut butter, but we're out of apples. So I'm gonna have a banana with peanut butter, and that's healthy too. So I am okay with it. I don't like eating huge breakfasts. I feel like it just kind of makes me feel sick. So that's what I'm going to be doing. This weekend though, before I kind of like officially get into doing work for the day, this weekend wasn't super eventful. I worked both days this weekend from home, which was nice. So I worked Saturday and I worked Sunday, and I did a live show with my patrons on Sunday. I have to like look at my calendar to even see what I was doing this weekend. It's a little bit pathetic, but I have gotten some reading done. I am so close to finishing Nightfall, which is the middle grade book that I'm reading, The Keeper of the Lost Cities. I am really close to the end on that one. I feel like I should be finishing that probably this morning during some of my downtimes. So that is mostly what I was doing this weekend. I haven't had as much reading time as I would like because I was working, which is fine. I also did watch the women's basketball championship for the NCAA tournament. And that was a lot of fun. I was hoping, honestly, I would have loved for Those of you who don't follow, I'm sorry, you might get lost at this part, but I was really hoping for Caitlin Clark to win. I feel like she's had such an amazing college basketball career, and she's going to be moving on to the professional league next year. Unfortunately, she did not win. And I mean, I am very happy for South Carolina. I think they had an amazing season. They were undefeated. Like, they were such a good team, and they played really well. But I just think it would have been really cool for Caitlin Clark to get a win there. But I was actually anticipating that South Carolina would win. They are so good. So wasn't unanticipated. But yeah, that's kind of how my morning's going to go. And then I'm probably going to make a list of my to-do things for today, and then I will probably update you guys once I finish Nightfall, but that's how it's gonna go. Okay, so it's the middle of the workday and I am taking my lunch break, and I thought it would be kind of nice to maybe open some packages on camera with you that I've received. I actually cut this one open before thinking that I should probably just open them with y'all since I am vlogging this week. So this one's already been opened, but I haven't looked at it yet. And I'm really interested because I have 2 book feeling packages and I've only ordered 1 book. So I'm pretty sure I know what's in one of them, but I don't know what's in the other one. So let's see if this is the one I ordered or if this is a different one. I'm intrigued to see. They put like some packaging in there, which I feel like Amazon usually does not do. Okay, so this is clearly not the one that I got. It is a gift, and I'm gonna read the gift note first. I'm excited. I just wanted to send you a little something as a congratulations on finishing your studies and passing your boards. I'm actually currently rereading this one myself and enjoying it. Hope you will too. From Sophia. Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Sophia. I know I've talked about Sophia on my channel like a lot, but she is just such a good friend. If you haven't checked out her channel, you totally should. It's Sophia's Thoughts, and she has some really good like insights on books. And she likes to roller skate. Sorry, I always want to say blade, but she likes to roller skate, which I think is so interesting. I used to love it so much when I was a kid. We have like these potato sellers that we would go to and we'd like clean them out. And once they got like super deep cleaned, we would go roller skating. Gosh, I mix those up all the time, in those spud cellars, and it was just so much fun. So I love that. But the book she sent me is The Justice of Kings by Richard Swan. This is a book that I have had my eye on for a while. I have heard such good things about this, and I think the second book recently came out. I'm not positive when if it's is it a trilogy? Are we going to be doing a trilogy here? I'm not positive here. Does it say on the side? It just says book 1 of The Empire of the Wolf. So I'm not positive, but I've heard such great things about this series. So thank you so much, Sophia. I am really excited to get to this one. I think this is going to be a series I really enjoy. From what I've heard, we're kind of following the apprentice of the person who carries out the justice for the king. I could be wrong on this. So this is just kind of what I have heard. So I'm excited to get to it. I think I'll really enjoy it, but I'm gonna put this in here so I don't lose it. And thank you again, Sophia. Oh, this is so much fun. Well, now I do think I know what's in this one at least. I'm not positive what's in this one. It's from the Bookish box, and I think I might know what it is, but I'm not 100% positive. But I'm pretty sure I know what this one is. Yes. Like move all these things out the way. Yeah, it is the second book in Carissa Broadbent's, what is the name of this one? The War of Lost Hearts series. I read the first book last month, and so this one is on the TBR for the month of April. It's chunky. It is a chunky book. It'll be fine. I'm excited about it. It's gonna be good. And yes, I feel like Carissa Broadbent's self-published books always has like something under the dust jacket. And so I'm really, really excited about that. I absolutely love it. These are self-published. I know I already said it, but this is a fantasy romance series. And honestly, I feel like from reading the first one, the fantasy is actually really strong in this series. It's not like as romance focused as a lot of fantasy romances. So honestly, I like it can be classified in there, but it's like more of a slow burn, and the fantasy is a lot more developed than in a lot of them. And we are following this girl who is a slave and is trying to like get her way out of there to get to another country where they have these orders of magic wielders. And she wants to do that and be able to like come back to her home country and help free the slaves. There's quite a bit of politics that end up becoming involved in the series, and I'm really excited to continue on with it this month. So yay for getting that package, because I am going to be leaving on a trip, and I did want to read that book on my trip. I downloaded it on my Kindle because it's also on Kindle Unlimited. So if you do want to read it, you can check it out there. So that was kind of how I was going to take it with me, but now I'm torn. Do I want to take the actual physical book with me? It's pretty heavy. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how much room I have. Wow, this box is big. I think this is my Zodiac Academy, like the second half of the Zodiac Academy by the Bookish box, but I'm not positive. And it's like, can y'all see this? It's like a box within a box. There's nothing around it, no padding. It's just like literally a box within a box. Okay, let's pull that out. That was weird. If anyone knows why they might have done that, please let me know. Because bizarre. But now let's open the second box very carefully. Don't want to cut the books. Oh, they have padding on the top. I like when they do that because I'm always worried I'm gonna cut my books. I think I've only ever done it once. Once was enough. Okay, here we go. Okay, I get that Bookish Box used to like put their bags in these sleeves to protect them, but why do we even have them if you're not going to put them in there? I don't really get it. Yes, it is the Zodiac Academy books. Looks like they're in good shape. So, I'll show them to you a little bit. I'm not going to go too much in depth on them, but these are books 5, 6, 7, and 8 in the Zodiac Academy series. I got the first 4 earlier, so now I do have the first 8. Ooh, this one's pretty cool. I have not read far enough in the series. I am not caught up on it. I still have a long ways to go, so. Here's that one. I don't know if you can like see it on the video, but I do really like how it like has this cutout of it, so then you can see the book underneath. I think that's an interesting touch. It does make it so you pretty much can't like read the book with the hardcover on for sure, but these are clearly made to be like collector's edition. Like probably most people aren't reading them, so I'm not super mad about it. Wow, that's fancy. Okay, whew, here we go. I do like how underneath it has like this black and white cover. I don't know if you can see that. So you could flip it around, and honestly, I might do that and then like display them out on my black and gold bookshelves, or I could just display like, woo, careful there, this part too. Because I'm never gonna read these books. They're pretty, they're fancy. I'm not gonna read them. So they're gonna be displayed. Whew. That was a lot of work. These are heavy. I feel like a lot of times Broken Binding special edition books are really heavy, which I'm not mad about, but it does definitely, I feel it. I'm out of shape, which I am working on getting better at this month. But yeah, I just thought it'd be kind of fun to do a little mini unboxing with you since I had 3 packages stacked up at my door. Okay, so this is totally random, but my friend Angela, who I met through Bookish stuff, so she's like my online Bookish friend, texted me and she's like, hey, can I get your last name so I can send you this package? She wanted to send me a package for like, congratulations on passing your test and being done with studies. I was like, because I gave her my address a while back, and then I received a package a few days after I gave her my address that I did not order. And it is a Taylor Swift related package because it says on here, wait until April 19th to open it, which is the release date of her next album, The Tortured Poets Department. And I already have plans to like listen to it. So I was like, this is great. I love Angela. Think that like this is awesome. So I was gonna like open it and then send her a thank you when I opened it on the 19th. And then she sent me that. She's like, no, I didn't send you that package. I have no idea who sent this to me. Like none at all. I didn't order this. None of my like online friends know my actual address except for Angela now because she asked for it because they just send me books from my wish list, which doesn't have my actual address public. I mean, I guess it could have been like maybe my sister or my best friend. I'm going to reach out and try to figure it out, but now I really need to know. I was wanting to know what it was before, but I was like, it's fine. I can wait until the 19th. But now I'm so curious about this package. Okay, it is now Monday evening, and what day is it? Is it the 8th? I don't even know the number of the day. It is now April 8th. And I am so embarrassed to say that I have now finished the first book on my TBR for the month of April. I have 14 books on this TBR, and I have just finished one, and it is day 8 of the month. I am not doing so well. On the plus side, page count wise, this is a almost 800 page book. So, I mean, I am still behind, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm still significantly behind, but I'm less far behind than maybe I would think I was because it is a middle grade and a fast read, but the page count is high. I feel like I'm trying to convince myself of something when in all reality, we all know that I'm just failing. But I did. I finished a book. And honestly, I feel like this was kind of what I was expecting. It's book 6 in the series, so I really should know what I'm getting myself into at this point. And this series is okay. Like, for me, I'm mildly interested in it. The characters are okay. I'm not super gripped by really almost anything that's happening in this series, but it is an easy one to put on while I'm doing things. Like, if I am working out or cleaning, organizing, all those things, this is actually a really easy series to just throw on an audiobook because it is so simple to follow. It's not like I'm going to really miss anything that's super important. Not that that's a bad thing. I feel like in middle grade books, a lot of times things aren't quite as like subtle. And so it's just a lot easier to know what's going on in them when you're doing another thing and kind of multitasking. So this was probably a good choice as my first book because I did have so much going on. I have honestly worked every single day of April so far except one. So I'm going to give myself a little bit of a pass. I know I'm going to have to catch up though is kind of the problem. It's that I'm going to have to make up for the slack at the beginning of the month because I don't work as much for the rest of the month, but I am going to be going on vacation. I am hoping to read quite a bit while there. I mean, it's not really a vacation. I'm going on a trip to my husband's work conference with him. So we'll be doing things in the evenings, but really the majority of the time he's going to be at the conference and I'm probably going to be hanging out at the hotel because I don't know if I really want to walk around downtown Philly by myself. Maybe I do, but I'm kind of a scared person. I'm a little bit paranoid, and so I'm like, is that safe for me? I just don't know. But I finished my first book. Again, if you like just like an easy middle grade with it's a very easily digestible story, and like, yes, there's definitely plot holes and it definitely is middle grade, but like it's fun. It's entertaining. I would say that this is a nice series to get into. And I kind of like how all of them are different colored. Like, it's a very colorful series. I don't have a ton of like bright color on my bookshelves, so that kind of adds a little something extra to them. But yeah, I can't believe it. I honestly can't believe that this is book number 1 and it is April 8th. It's okay though. I'm going to do better. I feel like I'm going to try to read an entire book tomorrow if I can, because I do have tomorrow off. I have quite a few errands that I need to do, but I'm still hoping that I'm going to be able to get a lot of reading done. For the rest of today, I'm probably going to go to the gym. I'm not going to do too hard of a workout. Honestly, I kind of think I'm probably just going to walk on the treadmill. On days that I'm not really feeling working out, I tend to just kind of walk on the treadmill with an incline because it's something. And for me, I kind of have this attitude with myself where, okay, there's like a really loud vehicle outside. I kind of have like adopted this attitude with myself of the best exercise is the one that I'm willing to do. And I know I did not come up with that. I heard it on TikTok. But that's kind of the attitude I'm taking with this, is if I'm willing to go walk on the treadmill, I'm going to accept that as my workout for today and then do better tomorrow. So that's what I have. Tomorrow I'm going to be trying to like catch up on some errands and things like that. So I don't know how much I'm actually going to vlog tomorrow. I do have some sprints with my Patreons though, so hopefully I'll get some reading in then. I love doing sprints with my Patreons. It's so much fun. So, yep, that's my plans. And hopefully I might be able to read a whole book tomorrow. A whole book in one day. We'll see how that goes. Okay, this is probably the final clip of the first vlog of April. I am guessing, I think. But I have made decent progress on disorientation today. I am about this far into it, so I have this much left to read. And this book is very thought-provoking. I went into it knowing that it had like a similar story-ish to Yellowface by R.F. Kuang. I've never read Yellowface by R.F. Kuang, so I can't really speak to how the stories align, but I'm pretty sure that R.F. Kuang's book is about a author that steals the story of an Asian author and pretends like it's her own. And this one has some kind of similarities to that. I'm not going to go into too much detail about what the big kind of catalyst to all these discussions of like the Asian American experience and like the effects of colonization, racism, things like that, because I don't want to give away any spoilers, because it's kind of like a big build up to that, and it is a big reveal and then becomes a whole thing. So I don't want to spoil anything if you do end up wanting to read this book, but it's fascinating, and it definitely is kind of like a satire, I would say. It's not like the crazy thing is, it seems like so much of it is so over the top and like absurd that this is not how actual people would act. It's like inflating the way these people would be. But looking at our society today, I actually don't know how much that is. I feel like there are actual people out there who are actually like some of these characters in here where what they're saying is absolutely crazy and absurd, right? But it definitely makes you think, and it makes you kind of like consider different points of view on these different things, but also how people's experiences have like influenced their points of view and how they can change and that type of thing. Overall, very interesting book. very, very interesting. If you liked Yellowface, I haven't read it, but if you liked it, I'm guessing you'll probably like this one as well. And I think it's very well written. I am less invested in the plot at this point because I do think we kind of got past the point where I was like really invested in the plot, and now we're kind of seeing how things are playing out, and it's more of a like moral struggle at this point than the actual like mystery behind it, which I found very quite engaging, honestly. I was like a little bit freaked out at what these girls were doing at some points, but I have anxiety, so you know, that does that. But yeah, overall, really interesting, and I'm probably not going to finish the whole thing tonight, but I will probably not take the book with me tomorrow because I am so close to the end that I will just finish it via audiobook. And yeah, interesting book. I definitely intrigued. You can tell I went to the gym and then to the sauna, so my hair is like a little bit crazy. I'm a little bit of a mess right now, but it was great. It was a really good workout, and the sauna always feels good. I always feel really good afterwards. And then I take a cold shower, but today the showers were so cold, it would not warm up. It was like ice, and I couldn't like take the full shower, so I had to like shower halfway in and out. It was a whole thing. It was a whole time. Yeah, that's kind of the end of my day. I am probably going to get a few things ready this evening and then probably finish packing tomorrow morning. So this is the final clip of this vlog, and tomorrow will be start of vlog number 2 for my April vlog-ing. I was trying to think of a cooler word, but couldn't think of one. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Hopefully I get more reading done in that one because this one was kind of an epic fail.